What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. I am so excited to be here with you guys today. I'm so thrilled. Today we are doing a very big job. I'm extremely nervous, but today we are doing clutch, we're doing flywheel, we're doing a new slave cylinder, steel braided, clutch line, rear main seal, and I guess that's it. That's a really big job for me. I'm really nervous. It's the first time I've ever done a clutch on a rear wheel drive vehicle before. I've done two on front wheel drive, both Civics, a D series and a B series, but never done it to a rear wheel drive car, especially with the motor in the car. So I'm nervous, but I'm very excited. What do we have in front of me? I have a Flyin Miata Happy Meal kit. This seems to be like the perfect happy medium. Pun intended there, and it just seems great, man. So this is the stage 1 clutch kit. I think these hold around 300 foot-pounds of torque. I think. To be honest, I'm not even that worried about it because it's not like I'm even going close to that at all. This is a stock 1.6 liter, 116 horsepower, 100 foot-pounds of torque, and that's to the crank. So I'm not worried about the clutch. In fact, this is overrated for what we're doing, but the clutch is bad on this thing, or it's going out. It's had better days for sure, and well, might as well go with something that will grow with the car. You know, I'm not going to have to keep replacing it. I don't like doing clutches, and I'm terrified of this. So I want to do this one time and be done with it, right? So that's why we're doing the rear main seal. We're doing the stainless steel clutch line just because, why not? We're down there. We're doing a brand new slave cylinder because, again, we're down there. Why not? I'd hate to have a slave cylinder wear out later on. So we're doing that. It's by Exedy. That's pretty cool. We're doing an overrated clutch, overrated pressure plate that feels close to stock with the weight of the pedal. And we're doing a lightweight flywheel. I'm very excited about the lightweight flywheel. And that weighs around 10 pounds when the stock Miata one I think weighs around 17 to 20 pounds. So it's 7 to 10 pounds lighter than the stock flywheel in this car, which these cars already feel really high revving and really like peppy and fun. They're very easy to rev match. I can't imagine what it's going to feel like with a lighter flywheel. This flywheel is supposed to be a good happy medium as well, with it having enough mass where it doesn't clank and ting all the time like really lightweight flywheels like to do. This should have enough mass where there's not a ton of that, but it will at points. So that is something to be aware of. So we're going to get this thing up on jack stands. We're going to start checking out under this car. We're not going to be finishing this today. Really, I'm just prepping it for the job. Let's get cracking. All right, with the car in the air, this thing is looking mighty tall. We're going to go ahead and remove the header first because we're going to be doing motor mounts after this. So it's going to make our life so much simpler. But really, you're just supposed to take the exhaust off first. But we're going to do the header and the exhaust. Get it all out of the way. Alrighty, a little update. This has been terrible. No, truthfully, the worst part is removing the stock header. Stock header and downpipe here. This part that connects to the header, terrible. This part here that connects to the header, terrible. Absolutely horrendous. Now, you don't have to do the header, but it's easier, apparently. But we're also doing motor mounts after this, so it's going to make it a lot easier, right? So we're doing the motor mount, which is literally right there. So it's going to be so much easier. So with that being said, I mean, we got the exhaust fully out now. I got a lot of connectors from inside the transmission out. I drained the fluid. I checked the fill plug. The fill plug is not stripped or anything, so it's good. I drained the fluid. And now I'm going to be taking out the driveline and the power plant frame. Checked for any other connections that may still be on the transmission, and if they're all good, we'll be unbolting the bell housing and taking the transmission out of the car now. What's up, guys? I don't know where we left off yesterday. Things kind of went nuts. I didn't get to record as long as I wanted to because it started to pour down rain on the camera. So I had to kind of get that inside urgently. So we ended up getting the transmission off last night. I do want to mention two things. I'd say getting the header off is pretty important. It helps a lot to be able to reach some bolts, and also the top right bolt. Cody, right? That was the top right bolt. That was really hard to get off. Yep. It might be better to come in from the top if you're really struggling. We broke two pivot sockets and multiple other sockets just on that one bolt. And getting the header off was really, really annoying as well. Make sure you have pivot sockets or you're not going to be getting places. We would have made really good time yesterday if it wasn't for the header, getting that thing out with seized bolts, broken bolts, and that one bolt. So again, if you're struggling with the top right bolt, you know, when you're looking at the transmission from underneath, try from the top. We actually got it loose from the top, not from the bottom. So transmission is obviously on the lawn right here. So I got the pressure washer out, and we are going to be spraying this thing down and making it look better than it is now. It doesn't have to look beautiful, but I'm not putting it back in there looking like this. Here's the clutch. Nothing left on this. No pad. Gone. Oh, man. Here it is now. From 1991 to now. Let's get this thing looking 1991. Or at least 2000.
I did it first. Yeah, it only took me that long of doing it to get something in my eye.
Oh. Okay. Good idea. All right, and then just like that, see, my mic's working. Okay, I couldn't get as much footage as I wanted because the water was insane, but wow, yeah, this looks, I mean, 50 times better, 100 times better than it did. I mean, this looks so nice. Anyway, so we're gonna go I don't know, do stuff. I need to change. I am wet. What's up, guys? I think it's, what is it, day 3?
I don't know, I lost count.
Yeah, we lost count. I think it's day 3. It's been a long few days since we've just been doing back-to-back stuff. Last time I left you was I just power washed the transmission. So, yeah, that got me really soaking wet everywhere, dude. I mean, my shoes, I sounded like a SpongeBob walking around, or Squidward walking around. But, so what happened since then? We got the flywheel on, we got the clutch on, and we got the transmission on. Like, he got it on. I'm not even gonna say I did it. It was a pain. We spent, I mean, how long was it? How long did we mess with that yesterday? Like 2 hours?
I had that transmission on me for 2 hours.
Yeah, like 2 hours plus trying to get that transmission in the, like, right. Even though we had the spline tool good, right? It just turned out the whole time the motor sunk back just enough where we couldn't line it up properly. That it kind of just shows you that just taking a step back sometimes is all you need to, you know, get something done. It's so stupid. But day 3, I think, and we got it all in. It's time to put everything really back together. We got the new clutch line on. I'll show you here. Clutch line looks nice. It replaces like the entire thing basically. The clutch line is here and it's gonna go straight down to the new slave that we got. And that's that. So I'm gonna get down there. I'm gonna help get things together and hopefully we're gonna be bleeding this thing today. And doing some mounts. All right, it's sometime later. Had some dinner, all that fun stuff. So the transmission is now up, fully torqued down. It's the little stupid stuff now. And when I mean little stuff, I mean big stuff like power plant frame and driveline. The diff is full now. I'm actually surprised. Both the transmission fluid and the diff fluid were not that bad. So at some point, I don't think it was the last owner, the one before him, actually took care of it. So that's cool. I expected them to be like totally bad fluid, but it actually wasn't that bad. So next up, we're gonna get the connectors onto the transmission, like the neutral switch and the reverse switches, and then the driveline, power plant frame, and slave cylinder, yada yada, a bunch of little tedious stuff. All right, guys. So big milestone here. We're getting pretty close, even to the point to now where we're kind of stepping away from the transmission and we're actually doing more motor mount stuff. So I'm starting another video actually at the moment. We're going to be doing motor mounts because, I mean, really the only thing left is we have to bleed the clutch. We have to adjust the clutch. We're going to do that on the ground as we thought about, and fill the transmission with transmission fluid. I mean, I think that's about it.
And put the horrible fun job of putting the header back in there.
Putting the terrible header. And I'm really upset that I couldn't get that clean. But I'm not going to take the chances of just either A, pressure washing it with everything in there, or B, scrubbing for how many hours. So it's just going to have to stay looking like that. Good thing we kind of got the back kind of cleaned up. The transmission has been insanely pressure washed. So like, if it's leaking, we'll know, right? Because actually the front main seal at some point, whoever had this car before did the front main seal and the timing belt because that thing looks just immaculate. So we're going to get under the car. I'm going to show you under the car real quick. And just to show you, hey guys, we actually did something. So all here, there's the transmission. It looks so much better. If you saw it before, I mean, it looks brand new, honestly. And obviously we got the PPF down there, the driveline, the diff has been filled with fluid, like I said before. I mean, otherwise we're all good to go. No new slave cylinder. It's all connected with a new steel braided line that I mentioned before. Didn't get to show you because it wasn't really on the car yet. But it replaces a lot of the BS like curly fry kind of lines. It just goes straight from here all the way down to the slave. We got a new slave, so I mean, we're looking good. We're gonna get these mounts in, and tomorrow in the daylight, we're gonna get this thing bled, adjusted, and fill this transmission with fluid. That will be first, not in that order. All right, guys, now we're under the car here, the transmission. We are going to fill it up finally. Finally, we're in the final steps. It's been a long time. So I got some Redline MT90. I know it's like an argument till the cow come home on like what transmission fluid to use. I know like Motorcraft for transmission fluid is actually like the best to do. But that stuff's like $32 a quart, and not right now. So I went the second best. MTL is another one, but it's a little thinner, and I see a lot of people kind of like not so sure about it. So MT90 is fine, and we're gonna put it in there. I got 3 quarts just in case, but really I got 3 quarts because I need to fill the turret on the top with as well. And you can see over there we got our nice new AWR motor mounts. So with that being said, let's get this transmission filled and let's get going. Okay guys, it's like day 4 or 5 or 500 or 600,000. I'm tired. I don't want to be doing this. Here we are. Sunset's already happening and I just got off work. So we're almost done. Transmission fluid is in the car. New diff fluid. I don't know if I've said this. I probably have, but there's new transmission fluid in there now. Everything is ready. We're just about ready to even drop it, right? But not quite. We need to get the exhaust and the header on. We need to bleed the system and we need to adjust the clutch. Those are the only things left that we need to do other than install the short shifter, which I'm very excited about. But otherwise, we're done. That's it. That's it. So I'm going to struggle to get the exhaust on. We'll see. Getting the header off was insanely annoying. So hopefully it'll be better than that. If it goes any smoother than it was, to get it off, we'll be in good hands. So I'm going to try to get the header on now and the exhaust on. And if we could do that, we are set. We are set. Then we'll flush it. We'll adjust the clutch. I'll put my clutch bypass switch on, get that short shifter in, and we're ready to go. I'm hoping to row through some gears, at least on my road, for the first time with the new stuff today. Crossing every finger I have, every toe I have, knocking on every piece of wood that I see. Let's get going. All right, guys, so we got the header and the exhaust in. It went a lot smoother than it did taking it out, I tell you what. I mean, we probably half the time, like not even kidding. Like you can hardly see it, but it's in there. We got everything all hooked up. I mean, dare I say, we are almost done. We're almost done here, okay? So we're gonna bleed it. We're gonna adjust it. We don't know yet if you bleed it first or adjust it. Not sure it matters. I don't really know. And then we put the clutch bypass in there. We get the short shifter in there, and we are supposedly good to go. So this is terrifying, but let's get going. With that being said, guys, I think we're done. I'm gonna go take out for just a quick little drive, just to make sure everything's working. If not, you'll see an update. But if not, this is the end of the video. I just adjusted the clutch. We bled the clutch, and I just did the short shifter. So this is super exciting. I'm going to be starting it up very soon, and at least take it for a quick drive. And if it all goes well, you guys will see me very soon in my first quick drive. I don't want to do any drive after doing these parts because it's a whole bunch of parts. So it's going to be a first drive for everything. I'm excited. I'm nervous. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoy. I will see you guys very soon on the first drive with this new parts. I hope you guys enjoy, and I will see you guys a little bit later. Stay rad. Peace out.